Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about Boolean values and expressions and the if statement. To get started, I have added a part to my game, so you can do the same and go to your part and click on the plus sign and add a script. Now to declare a Boolean variable, you do it like this: local. Let's call the variable a equals to true. Or you can have local variable b equals to false. Alright, so Boolean values can only have one of two values. It can either be true or false. And you can have another variable like this: c equals to not a. So basically, c is going to be the opposite of a. Here a is true, so c is the opposite, means c is going to be false. And then you can have an expression, for example, local d equals to a and b. Or you can say local e equals to a or b. So in order for a and b to be true, both a and b must be true. Otherwise, it's going to be false. On the other hand, for the or, in order for this expression to be false, both a and b got to be false. If either of these values are true, the expression is going to be true. In this case, with the n, if either of these values, a or b, is false, the entire expression is going to be false. And then you can have a longer expression, for example, local f equals to a and b or c and d. Alright, so let's print out and take a look at all the variables up there. So we're gonna print everything. Print a, b, c, d, e, f. And here are the results. So let's check each one. So the first value here I have is true because we set a to be true. The second value is false because we set b to be false. The third value is false. C is not a, so a is true. Not a is the opposite of true, is false. And that's why we got false here. The fourth value is false. A and b is false. So with the and operator, both a and b must be true in order for this expression to return a true. Since b is false in this case, that's why the entire expression is false. So that was the fourth. Now we go to the fifth one. The fifth one is true, a or b, because with the or operator, you only need one of these two entries, either a or b, to be true for the entire expression to be true. In this case, a is true, so that's why the entire expression is true. And now we go down to the big expression here. So it says that that expression is false. Let's take a look. We know that a and b is false because b is false. What about c and d? C here is false and d here is false. So false and false is false. So we have false or false. That's going to return false. Alright, so now that we have all these Boolean values and expressions down pat, let's move on to our if statement. So the if statement is a very popular statement in programming. We use it all the time. In fact, you use if condition in your everyday life. For example, if you say, if I have math today, I'm gonna bring my calculator. So that's like an if condition. Or if the weather's cold, I'm gonna put on my big jacket. So that's another if condition, right? So basically in programming, you're gonna have the if statement followed by a condition. Then you say then. And in between here, between the if statement and the and statement, you can tell the system to do anything you want. You can print, you can process things, you can add, you can subtract, whatever you like to do. You put it in between the if and and statement. So for the condition, your condition is going to be either a Boolean value or a Boolean expression. So this condition is going to return either a true or false value. If it is false, this entire block is going to be ignored. The system is not going to do anything. But if the condition is true, then whatever's inside your if statement is going to be processed. It's going to be executed. All right, so let's take a look. If I change the condition to one of my expressions, Boolean expressions or Boolean variables up here, say if I say if A, then print A is true. A is true. Then it's gonna print A is true because A is true here. So my condition here is gonna be true. So it's gonna print this. But if on the other hand, if I say if B, or let me say this first. So if I say if not A, then print A is not true. This entire thing is not going to be executed because A is true. So not A, this whole expression here is going to be false because A is true, not A is the opposite of A. Opposite of true is going to be false. So it's only going to print this one, but not this one. In the other case, if I say if B, then print B is true, this one is not going to be printed either because B is false. Let's take a look. So as you can see here, only one statement is printed, and that is A is true, which is this one. A is not true is not printed, and B is true is not printed. Instead of using the variable, the Boolean variable, you can have an expression. For example, if you say if A double equal sign true, so this expression here would return a true because A is true. So you use the double equal sign when you want to compare two different entries. Here we're comparing A with the value of true. You use a single equal sign. For example, like here, if you want to assign a value to a variable, like here we're assigning the value true to the variable A. So in your if statement, you're always going to use the double equal sign because you don't want to assign true to A, but you want to compare A with the value of true. Now again, this one is going to return true because A is equal to true. You can also have something like this. For example, local G equals to hello, right? And then you say, I'm gonna copy this here, and then you say if G. So basically G is a string, the string is hello, and I just compare G to the string hello. I say if G is equal to hello, then print hello. And let's take a look. So we want to start at line number 14. So line number 14 says A is true. And the reason for that is because we're comparing the variable A with the value true. And A does have the value of true. So this expression is true. And that's why it's printed this. Next one down here, we're assigning. Notice we're assigning a value to a variable. We're using a single equal sign. And again, for compare, we use a double equal sign. And here we're comparing G with hello, and we know that we set G equals to hello. So this expression is going to be true, and that's why it printed hello over here. And last thing I want to mention is your if statement can have very long Boolean expression as well. For example, you can have this expression here. So I say if A and B in parentheses or C and D in parentheses, then print expression is true. All right, and we know that this expression is false because we printed F over here is false. So let me put in one more. I'm gonna copy here and I'm gonna paste down here. And instead of the N here that would make this whole expression false, if I change it to an OR, then A and B, A or B would be true because A is true. So this entire expression is true, or this one, I know it's going to be true because with the OR, you only need one entity to be true, and then the entire expression is going to be true. So I know this one is going to return a true. And let's confirm. All right, so I only have one true expression, and let's take a look to see which one it is. It's line number 14. So line number 14 is this one. This one turned out to be false as we have predicted it because it is false over here. F is false. So this entire thing is ignored. Nothing is done there. It came down to here and it printed this expression is true. All right. So that's your lesson on Boolean values and expressions and the if statement. We'll see you next time in the next tutorial. If you would like to have some additional material to work on prior to the next lesson being posted, you can go to our YouTube channel, PrizeCP Roblox, and click on the playlist here. We have a bunch of different playlists. There are two good playlists for new beginners here. The first one is the PrizeCP Roblox New Beginner Series, which we are working on right now. And you can also go to PrizeCP Roblox Extreme Simple Series. This series is actually a very good series for new beginners. Just start with lesson number 001 and then go in sequence, like go from 01 to 02, 03, because each new lesson, the material is based upon the material that you learned from the previous lesson. So if you go out of order, some of the material you may not be familiar with. All right, so until next time, have fun creating your own Roblox games.